Hi everyone, this is Jackie with Thoughts from the Hot Tub for Friday, May the 1st, 2026. My meditation this morning was kind of interesting. It actually was the learning session, not the meditation session. I was talking about virtual reality. The fellow started talking about putting on the goggles and how you can step into some other world. And that reminded me of a time when I was visiting Toronto and I was staying in an Airbnb and the host had some virtual reality goggles and I put them on and gave it a try. It was really neat. Anyway, I digress. The concept that he was talking about is how we're all really living in our own virtual reality all the time, because our whole world around us is made up of what we want to have happen and what we hope isn't going to happen. And it's all based on our memories and the stories that our brain tells us. And the example he gave was, if you live in a city, there's probably parts of the city where you don't want to walk because you don't feel safe there. Not necessarily because you've ever been there and had something happen, but you've heard stories about it, or you've seen it on the news, or it's just a feeling that you get. Whereas other people might not have that feeling at all. And of course that brought to my mind my love for visiting Mexico, and how I've got a number of friends who ask me, aren't you scared to go there? And my answer is no, I'm really not. I've never had a reason anytime I've been there to be afraid. I've walked down the streets enjoying the spectacular colors on the painted houses and all the Mexican things that I don't see at home. And I really like the difference. The ambience is quite pleasant for me. But I could understand how some people who may have had other experiences, or who know people who have had bad experiences, might have a different viewpoint from where they're standing. And I think it's interesting how we can look at the same thing and see different experience different things from it. And I guess that's kind of the point that I'm trying to make today, is that everything we do can probably have two outcomes, one that's favorable and one that's not so favorable. And it's sort of up to us to decide which it's going to be. And how we go through our life is determined by what we decide. And I think, especially as we get older, we can see how that's played out. You can see how maybe in the past making different choices would have changed things, or could have changed things. But it doesn't matter now, because you're living in the life that you've got because of the choices that you made. Going forward, you can always change things. You can decide, I'm going to take the road on the right, and come what may, I'll make the best of it. Or you can sit back and say, I don't know which road to take, I'm just going to stay here because either one of them could be bad, instead of saying, wow, I don't know which one to take because either one of them could be good. What do you think about when you're making choices? Do you think about the good things that could come from the choice, or do you think about the bad things that could come from the choice? I think it makes a difference in our overall outlook on life, whether we choose the positive things or the more negative things. And I think probably that's related to how life has unfolded for us, but it's all interconnected. And it might be a glass half full, glass half empty kind of thing, or maybe it's a more Pollyanna kind of approach that I'm considering taking. But I think it's better overall to try to think of the good things that could happen from each opportunity instead of thinking about the bad things that could happen. Because I'm a firm believer that what you think about, you bring about. And if you spend your time thinking about all the bad things that could happen and emphasizing all the bad things that do happen, you're probably going to see more bad things. But if you take the time to emphasize the good things that have happened through your day, you're probably going to see more good things. And I think we all need to see more good things. Well, my hot tub is shut off, so I guess that's the end of Thoughts from the Hot Tub for today. I hope you have a great day. And this is Jackie signing off for May the 1st.